Okay guys, so this is my foundation collection, and I already filmed this once and forgot to hit the record button. Silly me. So up here are the ones that I am going to be keeping, and down here are the ones that I'm going to be decluttering, and I will tell you why with each. So with this Stila Stay All Day foundation, I really love the formula. It pulls a bit yellow, but I've had this one for years, and the same with this one, and I just feel like it's time to say goodbye. I do love the formula, like I said, but it's a bit on the yellow tone for me, so we will be passing this one along. The Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter. I love this foundation. I have one that is a good shade for me, which is Buff. This 330 is a little too orange and a little too dark for me, so I will be passing this one along. The Milani Conceal and Perfect, I have several shades that do work for me right here, but this one is very old. It's the first one I got. It's half empty. It's just been around for a long time, so I'm going to pass this one along and get a new bottle. The Maybelline Super Stay Foundation is also one of my favorite foundations. This is probably one of my top 3 from the drugstore. I am keeping these 2 shades, which are 128 Warm Nude and 110 Porcelain, and then I'm getting rid of 102 Fair Porcelain, 220 Natural Beige, 310 Sun Beige, and 112 Natural Ivory. They're just either too pink or too orange or just too deep for my skin tone. The same situation with this Rimmel Lasting Finish. I am keeping shades 100 and 103 and getting rid of 81. It's just too pink for me, so this is not the shade for me. I have 2 of the Mally Complexion Perfection Soft Focus Foundations, and I just don't love the way they sit on my skin. They're just a little too clingy. They settle into fine lines. It's just not a great formula for my skin type. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I love this foundation, but I've had these for years, so I think it's time to move on and perhaps replace them with a fresher tube in the future. They do not have expiration dates. The Physicians Formula Healthy Skin Foundation. I love this one. I am keeping these 3 right here, and I am passing on these because they're too orange or too pink. I am passing along MN3, MC1, and LC1. The Revlon Youth FX Foundation. I tried this one again recently, and it settled into lines, so it's supposed to fill and blur, but for me it just doesn't work. The Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. While I really like this one and I use this one consistently for probably 6 months, a year or 2 back, they're over 2 years old. I got them when they first launched, so time to pass them along or toss them out. The CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. These were never really a good match for me. They were always too orange, always too dark, and they are both expiring. This one expired October of 18. This one expires this month. I really don't wear them much, so probably time to throw them out. The L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. This one is more of like a moussey consistency. I just never reach for it. There are other foundations from the drugstore that I find myself reaching for more, so I'm going to toss these. This Mysterious Elf Foundation with no name. I never reached for it. I have no idea how old it is or what it is, so it's going in the garbage. Oh, here's another one of the Rimmel ones I am tossing. The CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This one left like powdery white dots all over my face. I tried it a couple of times and I just can't get it to work for me, so this one's going to be a pass. There's another CoverGirl foundation that I absolutely adore, which is this one, the Outlast. So I already have a CoverGirl foundation that I swear by, so I don't really need 2. The Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation. I really like this foundation, and I have 2 other shades that I will be keeping. This one was just a little too dark, a little too orange, so I will be passing along this one. The Ulta Beauty Soft Focus Foundation. This one was very, very, very pale for me, like almost ghostly pale, so it's not the right shade for me, so I will be passing this one along. The JOA Truly Yours Foundation. This is a newer one to my collection. I reviewed this brand a couple months ago, but the dropper wasn't great on it. I don't know. It wasn't blowing my mind, so I might as well pass it along since I don't have a lot of room to take things with me when we move. The Catrice All Matte Plus Foundation. I have so many foundations that I really can't hold on to ones that I'm iffy about. So this one just, I don't remember loving, I don't remember hating, I just don't remember it, so I'll be passing that one along. And the same goes with the Essence Fresh and Fit. This one was not a really great color match for me. It was a little on the peach side. While I did like the overall glow effect it gave me, I will be passing that one along. And finally, the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup. I just don't remember loving this one. Maybe I will try it one more time. I have a few more colors now, so maybe it was a color match issue. So I will try this one more time before I decide. And then these are the ones that I'll be keeping. I'll just run through real quickly. We have the It Cosmetics CC, whatever you want to call them, foundations. I really love these. The Becca Skin Love foundation, the Sunday Riley Influencer. I really like these as well. For my fast makeup days, I go with one of these compacts. We have the Marc Jacobs, we have the Wet n Wild, and we have the Sol Wessu, so kind of all price ranges. As mentioned, I do like the Hard Candy Glamouflage. The Marc Jacobs Genius Gel has a nice gel consistency that I haven't found anywhere else. As mentioned, I'm keeping a few shades of the Milani Conceal and Perfect. The Instafilter, as mentioned, I really like this one from Revlon. I'm holding on to my La Mer foundations because they were so expensive. I just can't part with them. I'm going to continue to use these. A couple of Maybelline Superstays. I love these. I highly recommend them. Neutrogena Hydro Boost is really good for the drier months, so I'm holding on to these two. It's like a lighter foundation, but really hydrating. Do these have expiration dates on them? No, they don't have expiration dates, so I think these are still good. They came out in the last year. My Dermacol makeup cover, I keep these when I'm having like breakout or like acne scarring issues. Dermablend Flawless Creator, I really like these drops. They're very easy to use and cover beautifully. My Body Shop Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation. This is really good when my skin is breaking out. It's a very pale color for me, but adding a little darkening drops works really well. The Sephora foundation, Tati's raved about this one, so this is one that I want to give another chance to, along with this Burt's Bees one, and see what I think before packing them up. Maybelline Superstay Better Skin, love this one, similar to the Superstay, but when your skin's having issues, it's really good for your skin. As mentioned, I love the CoverGirl Outlast foundation, it's very good. Previously talked about these, keeping some shades of the Rimmel Lasting Finish. Also talked about the Healthy Skin Foundation from Physician Formula. I'm keeping these 3 shades. My Estee Lauder Double Wear Cushion Stick. This one's in the shade Cool Bone. It's a little cool for me, but I do have, I believe, a darker shade in my everyday makeup drawer. I just find this really quick and easy, and it looks really beautiful on the skin, but I'm not a fan of the regular Estee Lauder Double Wear for some reason. The Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. You can see I have 4 shades here. I've used a lot of this one, which is EF03. And I've used this one, which is EF05 and EF03. So I'm going to keep these. They are really beautiful. They were really expensive, so I'm going to hold on to those. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation is really affordable. It does sit nicely on the skin. It does smell like paint thinner, but it's a really nice affordable foundation, so I want to keep this for like really affordable makeup videos. Over here we have the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. This one's a little dark for me, so this will be like my summer shade. But I just got it and I'm still kind of playing with it, so I don't want to pass on it just yet, and it was a bit pricey. We have 2 from the LA Girl line. We have the Pro Coverage and the Pro Matte. I used this one in my Son Picks My Makeup, and I used this one in a LA Girl try-on video, and I just don't know what I think of these. So I'm going to try them again and keep you posted. And finally, the CoverGirl Simply Ageless 3-in-1 Liquid Foundation. I think this one's really beautiful on the skin. It also has things that are good for your skin in it, so I feel like it's the best of both worlds, so I will hold on to those. So this is the pile I'm going to be packing and taking with me to our next home. I was able to declutter about 30 foundations, so that is definitely a step in the right direction. So I hope you guys enjoyed my declutter video. Stay tuned for more. Bye, guys.